Does tax time mean added stress to you? In this video, I'm covering tips on how you can implement some very small steps to make your tax season less stressful. Hi, I'm Julie Merrill. I'm a CPA, and I thrive on helping individuals and business owners grow their wealth and save taxes along the way. Today, I'm talking about simple ways that you can alleviate some of the stress that comes along with tax season. If you are an employee of a company and you don't have a side business, you don't have a rental property, being organized is the number one tip I can give you for being ready for tax season. Having a tax advisor in advance, not looking for someone last minute, and having your documents organized. Many times we get our documents electronically now, so that might mean having a digital folder saved where you put all your tax documents in it as they arrive or as you get the notification to download them, so they're kind of swept away and ready to upload. Some still arrive by paper, so I highly encourage you to scan those and digitize them and save them in that folder as soon as they arrive by mail. And then maybe question, what can you make so it's not paper next time? The next thing I have is for anybody who has a side hustle, a rental property, a business where you're making money. Sometimes having all the numbers that have your income and your deductions is just, it causes you to want to pull out your hair. So what is the easiest thing that can alleviate some of that stress is to open a separate account for whatever business you have or whatever rental property you have a separate account for each activity so that all the money that comes in to that activity and all the money that comes out of that activity all flows through one account. It doesn't have to be super complicated. To open one of those accounts. It can be in your personal name. Unless you have like a S Corp or an LLC, then you would want the business account in that name. Well, we're just got a side hustle. We got a rental property. We personally own it. Just open a new account and make sure all the money that comes in and goes out goes through that account. It is going to simplify your life when it comes time to file your taxes because you're going to have all your income and all your expenses all in one place. Same thing goes if you pay by credit card. Just have a separate credit card that you use for those business activities, those rental properties, and then you can, again, have another kind of silo of expenses that apply to that activity, easier to categorize and easier to find. If you use your vehicle for business activity, I can't recommend enough the app Mile IQ. I'll put a link to it below. You can download it to your phone. It tracks your mileage and you can basically catch up like once a month, swipe left or swipe right to categorize your mileage as personal or business. Now you have all the support and documentation you need when it comes to get reimbursed for those miles on your taxes and the support that justifies it. If you are a real estate professional or someone who is looking to take advantage of a short-term rental loophole, logging your hours is so important for your documentation. There is a link below to an app where you can log those hours more easily, or you can just keep a log yourself. But it is so critical when you're taking advantage of one of those more highly audited type of tax statuses that we want to have the documentation of the hours that go behind to support it. So don't go back at tax season trying to recreate it. It will make you go nuts. Just do it as you go along. Again, anytime there's an app that makes my life easier, I buy the app and it just simplifies things. So I do encourage you to track it, and why not make it easier on yourself by using an app that does it for you. The last tip I have is if you have income that does not have withholding. So if we have dividends or if we have business income or investment income that we don't have withholdings on, be proactive and make some estimated tax payments so that as you receive the money, you sweep that money aside and pay it off to the IRS and to the state if your state has taxes, so that you don't have a surprise tax bill. You're a realtor, you get a commission, make a payment. It doesn't have to be on a quarterly basis. If you sell a house and you have a big tax bill, make a payment. Work with a tax advisor to get really good estimates so that you're as close as possible. So we don't want to pay the IRS more than we have to, but we would like to get pretty close so that they're not paying us or making us pay any extra penalties and interest because we underpaid those amounts. So be proactive, work with a tax advisor, have a tax plan, have estimates in place, and make those payments all year long so that you don't have to pay extra or have a huge surprise tax bill at the end of the year because we didn't pay taxes at least quarterly in advance when we had that income coming into us that didn't have any withholdings. Hopefully this video provided some tips that you can implement into your daily living that simplifies your life and makes your tax time of year a little less stressful because you're a little more organized. I'm Julie Merrill. I'm a CPA and put out these videos to help you, again, grow your wealth and save taxes. If you'd like to see more videos like this, ring the bell, follow my channel, and I'll see you next time.